Better Life Bags is a custom handbag company located in the middle of Detroit, Michigan, in a little city called Hamtramck. We exist to hire women from our community who have various barriers to employment. In 2009, I was pregnant with our first baby, and I decided to make myself my first diaper bag. I went to Joann's, the fabric store, and I picked out matching fabrics that would match my son's room, and I came home and I put together for the very first time a bag with the sewing machine that I got in that year for my birthday. After finishing the bag, I posted pictures on Facebook of this cute little bag that I had finished, and people started commenting, "You should open an Etsy shop," or "Will you sell these to me?" So I did, and I named the company Better Life Bags because that year for Christmas, my brother had introduced me to the power of microloans, and I started giving 10% of every bag sale to someone in a third world country who was also trying to start a business of their own. Most of the time I was helping them buy sheep for their farm, groceries for their grocery store, or an extra cow to help them produce more milk. Every bag that I shipped out also came with a picture of the person that microloan was going to help, along with a description of what they were going to use the money for. Not only was the customer receiving a really cool custom bag, but they were also getting the joy of being able to help someone in a third world country that they would probably never be able to meet. I wanted my business to be different and to make a real difference in people's lives, but it wasn't until we moved to Hamtramck in 2010 that I really discovered the true purpose for why I had started Better Life Bags. Hamtramck is Michigan's most diverse city. On my street alone, I have neighbors from Yemen, Bangladesh, Poland, Bosnia, and Albania. And most of them are first-generation immigrants who are here in America for a fresh, new life. Soon after we moved to Michigan, Better Life Bags caught the eye of a well-known blogger, and she pinned a black and white laptop bag to Pinterest, and all of her followers repinned as well. Orders just exploded, and I couldn't keep up on my own anymore during nap times and bedtimes. So I had to make a decision. I could shut everything down, or I could find a little factory overseas to outsource to. On a whim, and out of slight desperation, I chose a third way. I looked around at my community and at my neighbors and at my friends in town, and I realized that these people needed jobs right here in America. One friend in particular, her name was Nadia, and we had met the first week that I moved to Hamtramck, and we had very little in common. She was from Yemen and I was from America. She only spoke Arabic and I only spoke English. She was a Muslim and I was a follower of Jesus. But we had one thing in common. We both knew how to sew. So I asked her if she would be willing to help me keep up with demand for Better Life Bags, and she agreed. So I started going over to her house every week to drop off more fabric, to pick up the bags that she had completed, and just to spend some time with her and her family. About 6 months into doing this, I come with a new batch of bags, and she meets me at the door and she says, "I need to show you something." She takes me up to their second story, to their kids' rooms, and she shows me that she had bought, for the very first time, a set of bunk beds for her girls to sleep on. Previously to now, they had just been sleeping on mattresses on the floor. I looked at her and I said, "You bought these bunk beds with the money that we had given you to make bags?" And she said, "Yes." And it was at that moment that I realized the power that this company could have in making lives better for women right here in my community. We now have hired over a dozen women just like Nadia. Good, hardworking, talented women who simply have a barrier to employment. Some of those barriers are cultural, like Nadia, who is unable to work outside her home. Other barriers are language or lack of education, but they all still need a way to provide for their families right here in America. We pay them well, we treat them well, and they become our family. Every stitch of your bag is put together by somebody that we call friend. And we still send cards out with every bag purchase, except now our cards read, "Your bag was made by Roshanara, or Nadia, or Ruma, or Umi. Because of your purchase, she is able to have work, provide for her family, and feel honor. thank you. Our business is unique not only because of our mission, but also our custom design process. Our website is interactive, so you as the customer can choose your fabric choice, your leather color, your hardware finish, and a variety of other add-on options, making it the perfect bag just for you. Orders are printed off every single day, sometimes even twice a day, and we look over your order to make sure everything looks just right. We read every single comment that you leave, and you can often find us then quieting the workshop to read your comment out loud. You are very important to us, and we want you to feel as special as you are. Soon after your order is printed, it's transferred to the week's cutting sheets. Cassandra cuts and handles every piece of fabric and every piece of leather at this point. The bundles for the week are then double-checked for accuracy and put into storage bins. About 90% of the bag is made in the actual home of our seamstresses, and it's structured like this for a reason. It fits the needs of our women. After 1 week, your bag comes back from their home, and it gets straps and handles sewn onto each side. We trim every thread. We look over the bag for quality and accuracy of your order, and then we package them up with the card detailing who made your bag, and we ship it straight to your door. We like to say that we are custom with a cause. You're getting a high quality custom product that is so much more than that. We are doing business differently, not only from the way that you are involved in the design process, but all the way down to our core. Our reason for existing: to make lives